Hello, I'm the Stock Picker of thestockpickerletter.com. This is the third video in a three-part series on how to be a profitable momentum trader quicker, easier, and with paying less tuition than going it alone without using my 25 plus years of trading experience. If you haven't watched the first two videos entitled The 10 Worst Mistakes Traders Make and a Rules-Based Trading System, I recommend you stop this video, head over to the stockpickerletter.com website and watch videos 1 and 2 first, and then come back to this video entitled A Review Past Winners for Clues. Now let's get to it. The first stock is Natural Health Trends, symbol NHTC. And what I want you to see is that there were 3 volatility compression patterns. The first one was 47%. The second one was 37%. And then the third one was down to 15%. And then even within the 15%, you can see that right in here, there were 3 very tight closes. And then the very next day, on a huge increase in volume and a big burst out above the trend line, was the time to initiate your position. And then not the second day, but the third day later, on increased volume again, there was the follow-through day. And it was a very easy position to hold until the trend line exited us out 32 days later at 51 and change. We entered at 34, exited out at 51 for a 49% rate of return in only 32 trading days. Then we run back to cash. The next stock up is Shake Shack. You'll see the exact same kind of pattern development. Volatility compression 3 times from 26% down to 15% down to a very, very tight 8%. And then big burst out on volume, follow through day the very next day, and off to the races. Little difficult to hold in at this point in time in May, and then a huge acceleration of profit for the stock. And the stock picker trading system has a volatility expansion exit that was enabled us to be exited out at $85.60, initiated a position at 51 on April 13th, out at the end of May, 31 trading days for a 67% rate of return. The next stock up is Cheetah Mobile, CMCM. This time you can see that there was actually 4 volatility compressions from a huge 48%, which is very steep. I traditionally don't participate in volatility compression patterns that are that steep. But you can see that then it tightened right up, 31% down to 24%, down to a very tight 15%. And you can see before breaking out, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 very tight closes, and 1, 2, 3, 4 incredibly tight closes before a massive volume burst, immediate follow-through day, another follow-through day, another follow-through day, and this thing was off to the races very quickly. I thought this one was going to be a huge, massive winner. Then it traded sideways and exited us out on the trend line, exit out right here on June 26th. We were in it at 22.50, out on, that was in the middle of May, out at 32 at the end of June for a 42% rate of return in only 33 trading days. Next stock up was GoPro. Volatility compression again from 27 down to 22, down to an incredibly tight 6%. Then a big explosion in volume above the horizontal trend line, follow through immediately, and this one was incredibly easy to hold. And then the volatility expansion exit got us out again after only 29 trading days for a 96% rate of return. In at $46 at the end of August, out early October at 90 and change for a 96% rate of return. Then we run back to cash until the next opportunity presents itself. Ambarella, symbol AMBA. I want to show this one. This one's slightly different for the stock picker, and it's the main reason is because of the length of time of the trade. But the volatility compression went from 39% down to 19%, huge compression, and then down to just under 9%. And then again, volume explosion down here, follow through immediately. A little difficult to hold right in here in October, but after that, it was a very easy hold with multiple additional add-in points. Could be added at the 50-day moving average a couple of times or at new highs for a 10-month trade. We held this one for 10 months for a 255% rate of return. So we were in early September, out the middle of June for a 255% rate of return. These are a few of the examples that were generated by the Stock Picker Letter. If you're watching this anywhere else other than at the stockpickerletter.com website, head over there now and you'll be able to see some additional services that are offered by the Stock Picker Letter. Wishing you successful campaigns, the Stock Picker. Thank you for watching this video.